Let's have a look at the raga Chakravakam. The Melakarta number of this raga is 16. If you'd like to do the math, go ahead and deduce all the different swaras. You'll get this set: Sa, Re 1, Ga 3, Ma 1, Pa, Da 2, Ni 2, and then the upper Sa. The Western equivalent notes are E, F, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, and D. Towards the end of this video clip, you will see a rendition of a piece based on this raga. And before we get into that, I will explain the theory or how we went about composing this raga, this piece. First, let's see what the raga sounds like in the ascending and descending order. I hope you can see the frets that I'm playing on right here. So it's just like one note different from the other raga that you've seen, Maya Malav Gaula. I like this raga because it's got like a very dark sounding tone. It's similar to Maya Malav Gaula, but it's slightly more melancholic, or that's how it looks like to me. Let's dissect the piece that we're going to look at. This some parts of this piece were taken from a tune called Chakra by Nadaka. It's based on the Raag Chakravakam, and most of it follows a 7/8 timing. Now the piece itself can be divided into two parts: the motif, which serves as a common point for synchronization for the whole band, and then we have a solo section in which there's some backing going on and each person takes turn soloing, and we alternate between the motif and the solo sections. Let's look at the motif first. I would say that the motif is divided into two parts. I call the first part the weird part and the second part the normal part. I call it the weird part because it doesn't really follow the 7/8 time signature. I really didn't bother to see what time signature it exactly follows. It's a little complicated. I'll let you do the math if you want to. And it goes like this. So the first line of the first part goes like this, and this is followed by a stroke of the E5th chord, which is done by the rest of the band. Then it's followed by an ascending pattern of notes. That's just the first 6 notes of the raga. The third line is same as the first line, but this time it's followed by 2 strokes of the E5th chord. The next line is again an ascending pattern of 5 notes, followed by another 5 notes, but this time you just start from the second note instead of the first note. By the way, this whole business of playing a phrase and then shifting it by one note and going further ahead is called a nada in Carnatic music. So that is like the first part of it. And the second time I do the 5/5 progression, the entire band jumps in, and that forms the motif. The second part of the motif is 4 chords played for 1 bar each. The first chord is an E5th, and I also add this B and E, and I strum the entire 6 strings of the guitar. The next chord is this one here. The third chord is the same shape as this chord, except it's shifted 2 frets down, and I strike all the 6 chords on both these chords, or all the 6 strings. The fourth chord is an E fifth again. It follows a 7/8 pattern, and the strumming is like this. The outro for this song is similar to the motif that we just discussed, except that the last line, instead of the 2 sets of 5 notes, we play 3 and we advance to the next note. And then it goes. And this time we have 3 strokes of the E fifth chord. And we end.